Hey everyone, I am Sahitya. Welcome back to the new podcast session. So in this particular interview session, we will talk about GitHub Campus Expert. So how you can get selected in this program because 28 is the last date of this application. So go and register for this event. And in this particular session, we have Ashish Chawda Bhaiya. He will talk about GitHub Campus Expert. So let's get started with the podcast session. Hi Ashish Bhaiya, how are you?
Hey Sahitya, I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm good too. So, in this particular interview, we will talk about GitHub's Campus Expert. So, first and foremost question is, tell me about yourself, Bhaiya, to our audience.
Sure. So, those who don't know me, I am Ashish Chawda, a full stack developer from Rajnandgaon, Chhattisgarh, India. I joined the Campus Expert program in February 2021, and since then I've done many events there. And also, I'm doing an internship at Trey, where my basic work is on backend side. And apart from that, I'm really passionate about community, and I love to talk about astronomy whenever I get the chance.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, Bhaiya, can you elaborate about what is GitHub Campus Expert to our audience? What
Yeah,
exactly
sure.
it is? Hmm.
Yeah, sure. So basically, GitHub Campus Experts are those student leaders that work to create diverse and inclusive environments for students in the campus. So where students can come and collaborate on projects and they can acquire new skills by doing those. So there are some skills like technical skills, some soft skills they can acquire by working with each other. So these are those persons who know the basic pain points or struggles or problems faced by their community members so that they can solve them after becoming a campus expert.
Uh, so, Bhaiya, if you can elaborate about the eligibility and the application process to our audience.
Sure. So let's start with the eligibility criteria because that will be the most important thing students need to check before applying. So basic thing is you should be 18 years of age or above, and you should be in a college if considered in India. So you should be pursuing any graduation level education or above that. So and you should have at least 1 year of student life left before graduating. So for example, if you consider now, so you should be 1 year left after you graduate, so it will be next year for you. And before that, you can apply, but there will be very less chance that they will select it because they have mentioned it in their eligibility criteria. And you should have a GitHub account for at least 6 months. Means your GitHub account should be of age of 6 months, I can say. And yeah, so the most important thing in the eligibility criteria is GitHub Student Developer Pack. So this pack basically proves that you are still a student. That's why you have got that, because they will review your application for GitHub Student Developer Pack also, and they will check if you are a student or not. Then only they will give you that. So for person or students who already have a school or college issued email address, no problem for you. You can just use that email address to apply for the student developer pack. But for most of the students in India who don't get those issued email addresses, for those students, what you can do is you can just apply there. And I guess from current this year, they have included a option there to add a document which supports your student criteria, that you can include a semester timetable or fee receipt or any ID card which has a date written on it. So that is the most important part. Whatever document you submit there, so it should have a date which proves that you will be a student until this time or until this year, so that you can get the pack. So yeah, these are the basic eligibility criteria.
So,
Sure.
Bhaiya, you can elaborate the question. There are, I guess, three questions are there. Uh, so if you can elaborate first, second, third question to our audience so that they can select it in the application.
Yeah, sure. But before that, I guess we should basically go through the what is the application workflow. Then we will get to the questions if you think it's fine.
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
after you check your eligibility requirements, so then next step is to see the workflow of what how to become a GitHub Campus expert. So step one, which we checked just now, was the eligibility criteria, and in that eligibility criteria, the first step we can consider is getting the student developer pack. So once you get the student developer pack, you can go and apply for the campus expert application, where you have to answer three questions. Basically, those are essay type questions. And once you answer it, and if you get selected, so you will be asked to add a video resume of you of basically, I guess, 3 to 4 minutes. And if you're getting selected after this point also, that you selected your video and you got selected, so then you will get the training modules, which are the most difficult part of this program, but it teaches you a lot and it is worth it, believe me. So this training modules are really helpful, which help you to learn public speaking or inclusivity and community management and basic stuff about it. For example, you can also learn some technical skills about Git and GitHub. So these are the training modules which are the components of that. And so let's come to the application again. To be honest, I don't remember the question of this time, but at the time when I applied, there were basically three questions where they ask about you and your community. That was the first question. And second question was they ask you, why do you want to become a campus expert? So, and the third point is, once you become a campus expert, so how will that program will help you to grow your community or solve the problems which are there in your community? So these are the three questions when I applied. I guess those are same right now also. So
Yes, yes.
let's, yeah, sure. So let's come to the first question. So where it is asking ki, let us tell about yourself and your community. So there you have to just explain about yourself, like what do you do, your general craft, and don't need to explain many technical details here, like you have created this and this projects in React, Node, or PHP or whatever. So basically they don't want to hear about your technical expertise, because that is not this program is about. It is basically about your community impact and your community management and building skills. So they want to hear about that too here. So what you can do is you can just mention about yourself, your basic things, your basic hobbies, and if you think they are relevant. And after that you can include one or two projects which are more impactful for you, whatever you build which impacted a number of audiences, or you got selected in your college for any hackathon you won. So you can include one or two projects there. And then you can come to your community contributions, like you are a part of some communities, you are doing something for them, you are their core member or you are just member there. So you can share about your community experience there also. And you can include whatever you have worked for your community. For example, you might have contributed in any events, or you have hosted some events, you gone there to talk about something, you were there in gaming nights. So there can be very various types of experience which you can share about your community. And you can also describe in parallel about your community, like what is your community is about, what is your community's motive or mission, that why this community was formed, and who are the target audiences. Is your community supporting any minority in your region? For example, some communities are uplifting women because they don't get the right opportunity. In some places these communities are supporting those students who are getting difficulty in learning new things, or they have a different background, so they want to come and get started in tech. So there are various kinds of communities, and there are various kinds of motives these communities can be formed on. So we can discuss about that in this question. And coming to the second question, why do you want to become a campus expert? I won't tell anything because it is up to you, and you have to share your experiences here. Like, why do you want to become one? It is similar to when we get asked in a job that why should we give you this job or whatever. So here in this case, there is no JD, because it is just about community, and they just want to be enthusiastic about community. So you have to speak your passion about community here, that whatever you are doing, and you can show these things here, like I'm doing this and that, and then campus expert can help me with it. So I won't talk about this question much, because it is just up to you, and I can't share anything from my answers. So this is it about this question. And coming to the third question, where they ask like how the campus expert application, or sorry, the program can help you grow your community better. So what you can do is you can find problems about your community, the pain points, any problems you might be facing while organizing events or getting the right audiences on your event. So what happens sometimes is you are organizing an event and there are only 5 or 4 people there. Well, that is fine. Quantity is not the factor for us. Quality is. So we just want to deliver quality content, but sometimes also that we want to impact a larger audience. So that time we need some resources. For example, some marketing resources, some things which we can provide to the students when they are coming to our events. So you can discuss about those kind of problems here, whatever your community is actually facing. Don't try to construct anything which is not there. So very important point is be honest with your application. Whatever you write, it should be there. Don't try to construct something which is not there or copy someone else's answer. So that things you can keep in mind. So what you can do is you can just talk about your community's problems in the first answer, because you are describing about your community. So you need to talk about some problems which you are facing also, and some good points also, that you have organized this hackathon or this event which impacted about 100 to 200 students. but there were some problems also. Like we wanted to reach to 400 students, but we were able to reach only 200 students. So what gone wrong? So you can talk about some problems there also, and then you can try to explain like this program can help me achieve those things, and it can give me some resources or mentorship which can help me do level up kind of thing. So this kind of things you can share it here, and it will be very specific to your community. So you can't say like I will copy Sahitya's answer and I will get selected. But we have a different community, so my community's problems are different and Sahitya's community problems are different. So yeah, these are basic things.
Okay, that's mean to get selected in this campus expert program, you need to work a lot on community. That's the main point.
Yes, you need to work on it, and you need to basically understand it also from various perspectives.
ओके, तो इसमें ये चीज़ होता है, अगर कोई कम्युनिटी में बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है या फिर एक किसी का खुद का एक कम्युनिटी है, तो उसका सिलेक्शन होने का चांस थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा रह सकता है।
Selection का चांस नहीं कह सकते, but we can say like they will have better experience to show on their application. That's why maybe there is a better chance. But even though you are not leading a community, and if you are not member of any community, and still you understand the values and you have passion for it, just share it on your application, and I hope you will get selected.
ओके, सो द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज लोग सोचते हैं कि क्या-क्या बेनिफिट मिलेगा। सो इफ यू कैन टॉक अबाउट द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ कैंपस एक्सपर्ट प्रोग्राम।
So the basic benefits they state on their website is: first, you will get resources for your events, you will get mentorship, and you will get all the support you need. They will also help you with the social media and all those stuff like marketing stuff also. So the resources may mostly mean the swags for your events. So suppose you are organizing an event and you want to distribute some swags to all the attendees. So you can request it from GitHub, and they will send the swags to you, and you can distribute it in your campus and whatever you want to do with that. So these are the resources kind of things. And apart from this, you will get many opportunity of the various kind of events or various kind of programs which GitHub runs, which are exclusively for campus experts. So the first program is the GitHub Stream Team. So GitHub Stream Team is those campus experts who are selected for streaming on GitHub Twitch. So basically, they have a background in creating YouTube videos or those kind of content. So those are selected, and they get a wide exposure for sharing their content with a larger audience, which are part of GitHub community. So that is a great opportunity I have as a campus expert that I can apply there. And the second thing is you can also try to become a GitHub field expert. So GitHub field expert are senior campus expert kind of people who have done good events or who have better experience than new campus experts. So they become senior and they are selected for field experts. And so right now what we do is we are campus expert for our region. For example, I'm in Chhattisgarh, and my friend Karthike is also from Chhattisgarh. So we are only two campus experts in the Chhattisgarh. So Chhattisgarh is our region. We will try to empower the students in our region, and we will try to support them. But what field experts are doing, they are supporting a greater region and a greater amount of audiences. So they get support from GitHub to do that, and also training.
That's it. So there are lots of benefit. If you're a community
Actually,
enthusiast, then it's for you. Yeah.
yeah, there's one thing I missed, and I missed it on purpose. So it is GitHub Campus Expert swag. So you can see the flag here.
Yeah.
So it was part of my swag box. So the reason which I missed this point, because it is the first point why people apply to this, which should be not, because
Yes, yes,
swags are just part of this and they are appreciating that you have been selected as a campus expert and we want to support you. But this should not be the reason for you applying to this program, because if this is the only reason, you won't get selected, because they want the community people and not just swag people who want the swags only. So yeah,
yeah.
this is also a good part of the program.
Okay, so last and one more question is some tips from your side to our audience so that they can get selected.
So you're asking tips for the application.
Yeah.
Okay. So I shared some of the things previously also while I was
Mhm.
explaining about the questions and answers. And the first point I will say is be honest with your answer, because that is a very important thing. And if you lie about things, they might know on the based on your answer that you are lying. Because if you are really answering your question honestly, you will be able to answer it better way, because you will be able to tell a story like this is how we were doing things before our community was formed. and this is the reason why our community was formed. Then after that, we did this and those activities in our campus, and we impacted the students. This is the basic story you will construct while answering an application. So be honest with it. And these questions are subjective questions, so there is nothing right and wrong about this question. Whatever you write, it is your experience. So just write it and try to include good grammar. So use Grammarly or those kind of open source tools which we use for checking grammar in our English. So use those tools and write your answer whatever you like. Make the initial draft. Write some points that okay, these are the points I want to include in the question. And first set the points that okay, this will be the first paragraph. I will talk about these points in the first paragraph. These are the other 3 points. I will talk about these 3 points in another paragraph. So make the structure like that, and then after that, start forming the sentences. Okay, so this is the story I want to tell, and this is the structure what I want to follow. Then make your first draft, and you can also ask some campus expert. Also, you can also ask me. You can DM me with your answers, and I'll try to review it if the time permits, because we are very late now, and I hope you apply early as possible, because 28th March is the last day to apply to this program. So yeah, this is the few thing. And any important thing I can say is, if you are working on something and it is publicly available, for example, when I was applying to this program, I was organizing a hackathon. It is called Bhilai Hacks. So I included the link that Bhilai Hacks we are organizing and we are working on this and that things. So I included a link to our website in the application also, that this is the event I am organizing and I have experience of organizing this kind of events. I also did few MLH local host workshops where I was explaining about Git and GitHub. So I included that information also, that yeah, I did this for my campus. And in that workshop, basically 20 to 25 students joined, and I was able to help them create their first pull request. So it was a great achievement for me also. So I included this kind of things. So if you have spoken at some webinars or speaking sessions or anything, you can include those things here, because that is the thing you are doing as in part of community. And even though you have not done that, you can also share about your enthusiasm of your community, like you attended this and that event and that's why you want to do it. So this kind of things can help your application be better.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so thank you, Ashish Bhaiya, for coming over here. And if you guys have any kind of question, any query, you can ask Ashish Bhaiya. The link in the description, the LinkedIn profile of Ashish Bhaiya will be in a description. You can check it out and contact with him. So thank you, Bhaiya, for coming over here.
Thank you, Sahitya, for inviting me. It was great talking
Yeah,
to you.
thank you.